guys, thanks for joining me here today at Piano Pizzazz. I'm going to start out today with a song called the Merry Widow Waltz. Now this is not one that you have to learn in the book, but this is the inspiration piece for me to teach you about the waltz today. Okay, this was my father-in-law's favorite song, and when I married into the family, he's like, please learn my favorite song, the Merry Widow Waltz. So I'd like to dedicate this to his memory here today as I play just a little bit of it for you. Can you see why he liked that song? It's very beautiful. So today I wanted to explain to you about a waltz. Okay, the next song in your book, A Perfect 10, is called the Wishing Well Waltz. Okay, so we all know, well, maybe we don't, that the wishing well is like an old-fashioned well. Like, we don't really see wells too much here today. We all, normally live in the city and we don't really go around where there's wells. But back in the days of the 1800s, like on Little House on the Prairie or some of those old-fashioned shows, you would see the people drawing water out of the well. And a lot of times, like in modern days, we see big fountains where people will throw their pennies in the fountain, kind of like the well, and they'll make a wish. Okay, so that was common back in the old-fashioned days, and it's kind of still a little bit common today, but we don't call it a wishing well waltz. We just throw our pennies in the fountain and make a wish. So it's kind of similar. Anyway, but a waltz is a dance in 3/4 time signature. Okay, so there's going to be 3 beats in each measure, and I think that you could feel that and hear that when I was playing that song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. All right. So your song that you're going to be playing today is not as advanced as that one, but it's going to have the same feel of the 1, 2, 3. All right. So did you notice how my hands moved around quite a lot on that? Well, your hands are not able to really move around quite so much yet, but on the first song that you did last month on Evening in Spain, your hands were on the C and D, like thumbs were on C and D. So left hand thumb on C, which was the middle C, and then the right hand was on D. Okay, so that allowed your right hand pinky to get up to the A. Well, on this song, the right hand is going to be on middle C, and the left hand thumb is going to be on B. Okay, so that's going to allow your third finger in the left hand to begin on the note G. Okay, and at the same time when you play the G in the left hand, you're going to play the C and the E in the right hand. So it's a C chord. Now C is in the middle on this chord, okay? So all 3 notes together. Okay, so if I only play 2, I didn't hear the G, so that's not good. So you have to play all 3 at the same time so you can hear all 3 sounds. Okay, so if you have a hard time playing all 3 notes at the same time, just play 2, C and E, and then play the G, C and E, G, and then try playing them all together. Okay, so you're going to practice holding that chord out for 3 beats and actually thinking or saying out loud, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that speed that you're counting, I want you to continue that for the next measure as you are playing the melody notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Continue. Okay, now loudly. Notice it's nice and connecting, and then this time it's going to be soft. Notice the left hand here crosses over and plays up to the high C, the treble C right here, treble C. And then the right hand goes up to the high C here with the 1 finger and then you play your little C and E ending, just a little fancy ending right there. Okay? All right, so that was kind of the slow version, so you might think that's a little dull, a little boring. So it will sound prettier if you can play it faster. Okay, so work on it slowly. All of the notes that you need to know are in the middle C position for the right hand. The left hand really only plays 3 notes. It plays G, A, and B. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know those. And then at the very end, you just cross the left hand over to the treble C, and then bring the right hand out from under and play the high C with the thumb, and then play your little fancy ending. Okay? So I hope that you will enjoy this song as much as my father-in-law enjoyed the Merry Widow Waltz by Franz Lehár. That song has been around for about 100 years. All right, so this is a newer, more modern written song. And I think that as you're introduced to different styles in this book, that you will find that you appreciate all of them. So as I end today's lesson, I'm going to show you just a little bit more of the song here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Notice that the downbeat, the first beat, is the most prominent or most noticeable beat. Have you ever watched some of the Disney movies like Cinderella, where they have the big ballroom scene? All right, so a lot of the Disney movies like that have a dance scene, and they're usually dancing to a waltz, and the girls are wearing their big fancy dresses, and the man is kind of like moving on the downbeat. Okay, so you can see each person on the dance floor moves around on the downbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so I hope that you'll enjoy working on this waltz, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.